I want for Josh to kind of just like speak on like, you know, but like exactly like what you was, you know, like thinking and going through when that happened. And did that night, did you sleep?
It's recording still?
Yeah.
Well, let me finish what I was going to say.
Okay.
If he didn't feel pressed, I mean, if his intentions, if suspect's intentions was not to press him, I could understand why somebody would feel pressed. Because you calling in, you saying, you know what, I ain't feeling none of that, whatever. On top of that, T-Rell did get a text from him before that. So we don't know what, you feel me? Like I understand it, you feel me? Like both ways. Like I kind of got to respond. Now the second time when they talked, I kind of thought that once it got to that point that they was going to be calm, the dust is settled, they just went to blast concert. You feel me? But nah, it went far left. But Josh.
So I stopped watching and paying attention to everything the second I left.
Really?
Oh, right.
I didn't watch any of the back and forths. Like by the time I woke up, you guys go at it all night. I'll go to the Reddit, I'll look at IG, I'll see how many videos got posted, whatever. I'll get the notes, I'll get the summary. And by the time I get to work, I have a good idea of what the convo has been and like, you know, where I've caught up on. I'm reading through text messages, I'm doing all that shit, putting all the pieces together. During that shit, people were saying I cut the interview off early. T-Rell was already off the phone with suspect. They had already hung up. There was no conversation going on. And like you said, they were trying to get off. We'd already been over 2 hours. They were leaving soon anyways. I didn't think the conversation was getting any more. Nothing was more was happening. It wasn't going any further. T-Rell was just getting madder and madder.
The vibe was off.
The vibe was off. So I thought, and it was a judgment call, maybe we could get the energy back down if we can get them off air and just to talk.
Hey, question for you.
So I pulled the plug, and a lot of people were probably upset about that.
Now, question for you. So I feel like you were one of the first ones who kind of foreshadowed, let's stop bringing, you know, people's business on.
It's been about 1.5 years of me talking about that exact topic to everybody before we shoot every podcast, but it doesn't seem to matter. You guys love talking about the internal beefs.
Office meetings on a pod.
Yeah, you guys like having office meetings on the podcast and talking. We have plenty of time for us to talk about any of these things off camera, and you know, we'd benefit from it. But hey, this is the circus that No Jumper has become.
I've literally been told in certain situations, like, cause I'll be like, all right, let's talk about it right now. Let's talk about it right now. And then niggas be like, nah, we gonna do it on the show.
Yeah.
Like.
No, and I understand that too, because you do want to save like the best content. It's all of this content's conversations. You want to save your best conversations for the camera. And if they're going to get heated, if they're going to get emotional, save that because it's going to be better.
Now, okay,
I
so
get that.
So here's my last question, because again, like the fans were saying it. Will there come a time where Josh puts his foot down and say, yo, listen, let's have a team meeting. This cannot happen again. There's no talking about host business, or at least call the person first, talk to the person, and then if it's a go, it's a go. When would that happen?
So you mean all, you know, the 100 other times I've told everybody individually,
Josh has been doing that.
It doesn't matter. I need to bring everybody to the table at the exact same time and say it. All right, Tuesday when we're back.
Okay, let's do it.
Everybody, you have to be here. Everyone's going to be watching this on Monday, Tuesday.
Okay.
And then, Flacco, you have your wish. I will deliver that message as loud and as positively as I can.
Let's do it.
And we'll see what happens.
Yeah, man, let's do
The
it.
thing is, there has to be some type of like line between reality and content. Like, we can't just sit here and be like, all right, we gonna talk, Flacco did da-da-da-da-da. Let's talk about it on the show. We can talk about it internally and then provide the facts once the show airs.
I kind of agree with you, Gina, but at the same time, I think it's a really thin line.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like the next evolution of reality TV. This is actually unscripted reality.
Yeah.
This is what, you know, this is what we're doing.
I think as long as we can come together and not feel like this was suspect thing, just talk to me first.
Yeah, there has to be a mutual level of respect with everyone, that no matter how crazy shit gets on camera, that you guys are going to be able to work together after the fact.
That was with my thing. Me and AD talked first. So I don't give a fuck what you say at this point on the show, because we talk first. If I don't talk to nobody else, then nobody else shouldn't be, you know, discussing it. So I get it. But like you said, this is the next rim of fucking reality.
Also, too,
People
it's
like it and we
You know
fuck
what?
with it, but we should be
Vashai
having an
said
internal
that
game
we
plan.
should do a confessional booth here, and
Let's
just
do it.
like throughout the day
In the studio.
Yeah, even in a fucking closet. We have one of the
Yeah.
closets. We can just set up some green screens and whatever, and just you can get all the staff and hosts like feelings in the moment of how they're feeling, and
Let's do that though.
give those people those behind the scenes that they're looking for, and like the reality of
too,
all
is-
this
yo,
craziness.
Y'all don't want to explore my mind.
Also, too, is like, can we at least give the host a good week or two of being on air before we, because again, like, if new host, right, like, starts coming in, and if a nigga first week being hired, like, and his business is being discussed about, talking about, come on, bro, like, you feel me, like that's,
You jumped in now.
that's wild.
Are you just saying that because that's what happened to you?
No, to him, to Marty.
I mean, it happened to you too.
Nah, my business was kind of like, like I'll put that out there though, like right, the girlfriend thing, right?
All right, people, we just hit 300,000 subscribers. You know we're trying to hit 400,000 subscribers. So that little red button, tap it, tap in. We appreciate y'all.